Hallöchen zusammen, da sind wir wieder. Und ja, wir gehen jetzt weiter. Wo müssen wir denn hier hin? Okay, alles klar. Dann gehen wir mal dahin. Auf geht's. So, wo muss man denn jetzt hin? Haben wir da irgendwas hier? Ein Fragezeichen. Da nichts, ne? Karte. Kann ich draufklicken, schade. Okay, dann gucken wir einfach mal.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Soll eine Eule sein?
Mahog Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
War man nicht hier schon? Ich glaube schon. Und überall diese Viecher, ne? Ich glaube nicht, dass wir hier schon mal waren. Doch, wir waren
A
hier.
fish! You...
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Okay, jetzt lernen wir angeln. Ja.
Ha! Not my lucky day, I guess.
Okay, alles klar.
Ha!
Okay.
Not my lucky day, I guess.
Ja, alles klar.
Looks like I lost it.
Okay. Die geht auch. Jetzt sagt der Kuh, ne?
Nothing's biting.
Okay, irgendwie komisch. So, warte mal, wir gehen mal da hinten. Versuchen wir es da mal. Bitte auswählen. Ah.
Everything looks fine with the lure.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Ja. Gucken wir mal, wo die Fische hier sind. Finden wir da irgendwas? Hier ist was. Okay.
There's a nice breeze here.
Ah, fuck. Oh, Taste.
Yeah!
Ich würde sagen, das ist gar nicht so einfach.
All right, once more from the top.
Okay, versuchen wir das letzte Mal hier. Oder ist das jetzt hier Pflicht? Irgendwie zu machen? Nix. Fischi. Fischi, Fisch, Fisch.
we go. That was
Okay,
disappointing.
okay, das ist auch wieder krass. Okay, versuchen wir uns nochmal. Wir haben einen Fisch.
Reel it in.
Okay, gar nicht so einfach, echt. Da können wir noch ein bisschen gegenhalten. Bei denen jetzt? Ja, wir haben einen Fisch.
Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Alles klar, ein bisschen sehr klein. Und beenden, ja, danke. Brauchen wir nicht unbedingt.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay, das können wir jetzt auch angeln hier.
Okay!
Okay, Angelexperte. Okay. Hat man eine Angel bekommen. Oh, nicht schlecht. Alles klar. Können wir direkt mal hier so durchgucken. Ob wir hier irgendwas machen können. Nix. Ja, hier was. Leider nicht. Die haben wir fast alles. Da haben wir fast alles. Okay, dann gehen wir weiter. So, das ist mein Ziel hier. So, was haben wir denn hier?
I think the animals...
Heilen.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Neues Schild. Ausrüstung. Ich glaube, es ist eher dann für sie. Hier. Ist ganz so stark. Okay. Dann gehen wir weiter. Was haben wir hier?
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Okay. So, dann gucken wir mal. Schnellreiseort. Wo müssen wir denn jetzt hin? Das war ein Fragezeichen. Das war eigentlich schon eine...
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Da scheint was Großes zu sein. Und dann hier hinten. Alles Fragezeichen. Okay, dann tun wir erstmal ein bisschen durchsuchen hier. Achso, das sind die Viecher. Ist hier irgendwas?
All right.
Also doch kämpfen. Wir haben ja noch einen dabei. Geil.
There's nowhere to run from my arc. When he slows down, that's our chance.
You quit trying to keep up with a wolf!
Can't get out of this.
My astral energy! Raging cascade! Clear my call! Dance in the wind!
Take this.
Glacier here! Here This'll
Fluid gas.
The earth throbs in pain.
It's over. Can't get out of this.
Prepare to be seized, though. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
In a vine. Strike.
Okay, Kampf im Moment.
You're finished.
The earth throbs.
It's over. No further. I'm on. You're mine.
Vielleicht müssen wir an den gehen.
Here I come. Take this. Can't get out of this. Here I come.
Erfolg. Okay. Alles klar.
Now on. Here I come. It's over. No further. Take this. It's over. Slash. Swallow blade. Slash. Here I come. Swallow blade.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that
So, der erste Tag.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Oh, nice. Sehr nice.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just That it must be nice to be a Renin who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renins have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's down in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Okay. Und Artefakt. Spezialeffekte, okay. Okay, Sets ändern. Schatzjäger, okay. Ist klar. Ist noch bei ihm noch was dabei? Ja, bitte können wir ihn dann machen.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
Nice.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
So, ist die Frage, wo muss man hin? Was man denn hier geholt habe? Wir müssen eigentlich nach da oben. Gucken wir mal kurz hier. So, was haben wir hier? Wir haben auch Gegner drin. Oh Gott. Ah, hier ist eine Schatztruhe. Okay, da wäre ich dafür.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You're finished! Can't get out of this!
It's a duel of the
One, come on!
Pesky airborne
Hey,
scoundrels!
that sounds like a job for yours truly.
I owe you one.
I'll finish you. Lightning arm!
No escape! An astral arch?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Okay, alles klar.
It's on! Take this! Eat this!
Not in your dreams. This one's mine.
No escape!
Armor won't save
Do it! Long! Blow them away! My turn! It's over!
Und dann schon alles das hier dann aber.
Here's
It's
another.
over!
Now, astral energy. Full throttle.
Okay, haben wir noch das kleinste hier. So. Oh, das war schon.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Einmal öffnen, bitte. Oh, Kohle ist immer gut. Nur dann da. Und das war schon. So, dann müssen wir da leider hoch. Da leider durch. Ohne
It's so
Kämpfen,
hilly
bitte.
around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take
war
it
auch
you're
mal gut.
comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Okay, aber ich würde sagen, ist die Folge hier schon wieder vorbei. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, gerne ein Däumchen da lassen. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Bis dann. Ciao.